People ask me, why do you eat soy meat when you can eat real meat? And I say, why do you eat real meat when you can eat the fake meat? Today I'm gonna talk about why you should go vegan. Hey YouTube, this is Taiki and welcome to Shishigoat. A lot of people talking about why would anyone go vegan? It's not fun. Life is gonna be very pointless because meat is so delicious that everybody loves to eat. But there's actually a miserable dark side behind the delicious meat that we consume, which no longer I consume, but I used to consume too. And I found meat, it's very delicious, and I would often go to yakiniku, which is a grilled meat. Well, because I live in Japan, I'm Japanese, but I never thought, at that time I never thought of going vegan, or I didn't even know the word vegan, because the word vegan is not as spread as it is in other countries still today. If you say vegan to someone in Japan, they might not understand you. So to produce meat, we have to kill the animals, correct? And people say that's a sacrifice that we need. People say that's morally wrong, and I'm on the side with morally wrong, and here's why. Killing the animals alone, it's not that simple. That's not how livestock are produced. It's actually the environment that they're in. For example, cows or cattle are trapped in captivity in a very small, stall. They're exploited to produce milk, and milk is produced as humans too. So when women get pregnant, the milk from the breast milk is produced. And that's what happens with cows too. Cows produce milk only when they get pregnant. So farmers just force cows to get pregnant over and over again, which is very damaging their bodies. And at the end, you know what happens? I used to think the milk is good because it's not killing the animals. It's actually just getting what they have, the milk. But actually what happens at the end is they're gonna be killed for meat. If a cow is born male, they're gonna be straight into the slaughterhouse when they're a baby. And the mother cow doesn't even get to see their children. I mean, how miserable is that? And I just found it morally wrong. That's just one morally wrong thing here. And I'm gonna be talking about the environment that they're kept in, the captivity. When cows are exploited to produce milk or meat, they cannot turn around, they cannot move, because they're trapped in a very small, and they cannot move around, they cannot exercise. They're forced to stand up because there's no so much space to just sit down either, which is very harmful. Imagine you're standing about, I don't know, half a decade standing up without sitting down. That's what's happening with the cattle, and what's happening with the cows. I mean, the treatment they get is just inhumane. What did they even do? They're just born, they're just innocents. They didn't do anything. I mean, animals cannot really commit crimes. I don't think they have the rights to be punished. So killing is morally wrong to me too, but more importantly, the environment they're kept in is more morally wrong. That's why I don't eat meat. Just one example for cow. And I don't consume milk anymore, what I used to, because there are many alternatives, like oat milk, soy milk, almond milk, coconut milk. But unfortunately I'm allergic to soy milk, so I just choose to drink oat milk these days. And almond milk is kind of expensive in Japan. But the problem is that most of the people don't know about these problems. Morally wrong, and it's accepted in this society. So I just want to spread the message that animals deserve better, and that's why I'm vegan now. Vegan is not difficult, especially today. It's not difficult. It's good for the environment too. So carbon dioxide used by livestock is more amount than all transportation combined in the world, which is insane, right? So if we stop consuming meat, the global warming, or the CO2 in atmosphere, is going to be reduced so much. I think the veganism is just one key to solve many social problems. And I'm more into the moral inhumane ways of the animals being treated. But if you're interested, I talked about the gist of the environmental problems caused by livestock on the video up here. You can definitely check that out. Did a vlog about 2 weeks ago, I think, in Tokyo. I participated in the animal movement. Before that, I just thought that going vegan was so hard in Japan, like so much hard. Like you have to be like perfect, you have to be. But after participating, meeting with a lot of vegan people in Japan, the filter that was blurring my vision from vegan, so like going vegan, but there's like a blurry vision, like I'm not sure if I can do this, is gone, because I just found more people that actually are very keen on saving animals and avoiding animal products. I just got very inspired by it, and I just felt like I could do it the same thing too. I don't know, if you're watching this, you might be vegan, you might not be vegan, but at least I can see that you're interested in vegan because you clicked my thumbnail and title. But if you're looking for someone who has the same mind, like I wanna be vegan, wanna go vegan, but nobody around me is vegan, so I feel like I'm acting alone, you can find many sites, many like masterminds, what they call masterminds, like the group of people, community, like in Facebook page, and there's Meetup, there's many websites, many applications that you can find the same people as you. And I highly recommend doing that because it's gonna change your perspective, it's gonna change how you think, it's gonna change the filter that did with me, like me. So I highly recommend doing that. Thank you so much, and I hope this video inspires you to become or go vegan if you ever thought of going. And I just want you to know that going vegan is not about perfectionism, it's about the mind shift. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you're conscious of it, because most of the people I know are not thinking about anything. Like chickens, yeah, I want chickens, I want chicken parties, I want like eggs. Like, okay, if you're like conscious of that, you wouldn't say that. You would say, where's vegan food, vegetarian food? And it's okay to start vegetarian too. I was actually vegetarian, and sometimes I cannot avoid like the fish sauce at every food. Not every food, but most of the food in Japan contain. So I love natto. I just buy natto, but they're like the sauce for natto contains fish, which is not avoidable. If I want to have just natto, it's gonna cost a lot. So you can adjust to your situation. If you're too poor to afford some of the food that are plant-based, that's fine. You're still thinking about it, and you should be proud of that, right? You're doing something for the animals. And in the future, you can just think about switching. Take your time. You don't have to go boom vegan today. I talked about this event called Meat Free Monday, which is the Avoid Meat once a week event. It's from UK, and Paul McCartney is promoting too. I talked about that many times. It's just 1 day a week. Come on, you can do it, and you can just shift it out like 2 days a week, 3 days a week. Just don't worry about like going to the vegan instantly. You can take your time. You can do it on your pace. But I just introduced some of the problems, so hopefully you can think about going vegan, but I'm not forcing you to. And I don't hate you for not going vegan. It's your opinion, but I'm spreading messages. If you're interested, you can go vegan, and that makes me feel like I can change the world. And or like some people are uneducated. I think most of the people are uneducated, so I'm just educating people. I'm just educating myself too, because I just started vegan recently. Like, it hasn't been a month yet, but I'm trying, and we can do this together. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss anything. And I'll see you in the next one. Until next time.